Let me give you a brief introduction to the book of Judges that we just began in our Bible reading. Traditionally, the understanding is that Samuel, the prophet, authored the book. It references over and over and over again the phrase, "In those days, Israel had no king." Therefore, it's looking backward in time, and it is thought that it was written just prior to Saul becoming king. And if so, then it shows that the problem for Israel was not having a king or not regarding a king in any way, but in fact, it was that they wanted to do things their own way. They were more interested in what their heart desired than obedience to God. Now, the book begins after the death of Joshua. It chronicles the constant repetition of apostasy by Israel, how quickly they forget the faithfulness of God and they walk in his ways. It's a lesson on how this age creeps in upon you and that you and I can easily become conformed to it. So don't just look at those Israelites and think those stupid Israelites. It's speaking to you and I as well. It shows how personal opinion becomes the standard by which you live and breathe. And so instead of becoming a witness to the nations like they were designed to be, they became friends with them. They served as a rebuke. They serve as a rebuke to you and I as we like to assert our personal freedom when in fact we have a Lord. In fact, we have the Lord of Lords, but often this is not seen in our choices and actions. Well, Israel may have not had a physical king, but they truly did have the King of Kings. There's a clear structure in the book that makes Gideon the key figure. I won't get into the details of how it's structured, but basically it's concentric circles that are zooming down to Gideon, and it's designed to make Gideon key. So as you read, realize that it's all coming to Gideon, and then it's going to start to fade away again back into all kinds of problems. So note him well as you read. Also, as you read the book like a spiral, not upward, sadly, but downward. Each successive judge rises to the occasion because of sin on behalf of the nation. The nation is in sin, and God is incredibly faithful to his covenant promises when he disciplines them by bringing enemies in. He promised that he would. They all swore that they would obey and that they would welcome these curses upon them if they chose not to obey, and now they're receiving just that. They cry out then for deliverance. God raises up a judge. And then they go back into apostasy again, over and over and over. It ends then with the reality of no king and everyone doing what is right in their own eyes. And all of that sets the stage for now the coming of the kings. And so understand that's the flow, and I hope that that will help you as you read through it.